Right, this is for Jim. It's going to be difficult to explain this, mate, but I'll try. There's the LCC, what you've dropped a bollock on. Now, on the photos that you've shown us, you wanted to find out where that piece there went, the little brass doodah. But what you didn't show on your photograph was the spool and plunger. So maybe it's still in yours, I don't know. And the ball and plunger catches in that groove there and sits in here. So what you've got to do first, you've got to get the ball in. You can see it there. And then another difficult bit now is to get the plunger in on top of it. Now, this is one of them hit and miss things. Sometimes it goes in and sometimes it doesn't. So that could take me 30 seconds or 30 minutes to get that in. So got to be an easier way, but anyway, if yours is still in, you're on a winner, mate, because it's not an easy. No. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. Once that's all in, that's the activator on the end of the, like that, so that when you turn the barrel and key, what you're actually doing is moving this at a bit of an angle, like that. And that'll sit on top of there, and as you turn it, it will push up and consequently push the ball bearing into position, which will drop into that groove there and lock the thing up. Now, without that, this will just keep turning round like that. It'll lock, no problem, but you could carry on turning this round forever and ever, whereas, as you know, these are only supposed to turn so much and stop. So all this does, basically, this piece that you're missing sits on top of there, and it acts as a spacer, or it stops this getting a groove worn in it. That sits on top of there. And what it does, that spacer just stops that, as it hits the top of the ball bearing now. There's not enough room then for this brass pivot here to go all the way around. It'll stop about there, which is what we want it to do. So basically what you've got to do, Jim, you've got to get that in. Actually, it's got to go in upside down, this lot. Once you've got that in, you need to get that in flat, first in there, and then put this in. You can't put it in like that, because if you have the lock that way up, the ball bearing and everything falls out. So you need to do it that way. Or consequently, we could get a bit of grease on that. That might be an idea. Now at this moment in time, I haven't a clue what the groove and the pip is. But anyway, that has to be so that the slot is up and down at right angles to the stem. So that's where it goes, Jim. Sits on top of there. I don't know if that makes any sense. I've put it together once, everything works fine. But it's such a fucking arsehole of a job. You're on your own from now on, mate. Alright? And now, Jim, everything's back as it was, the way I've described. That's all back to normal. Just got to find out if it's going to lock it. Yeah, we're done. Locked up. Job done. I hope that helped, mate. Difficult process. Wish you luck.